Clippers, how many guys they just kind of have popping up on their scouting report right now, with the way that they're playing?
Oh, man, they're playing at a really good level. They're fighting for something right now as we are too. They're 8th in the West. They're getting hot at a good time for them going into the postseason. But yeah, it's going to be a great challenge for us defensively. Just understanding, personnel, understanding what guys like to do, what's their go-to, their tendencies, and being able to make it as tough as we can without fouling.
Coach Moses talked about playing their best basketball in the month of March of April. Obviously, you guys have had more success than recently this month, but how close do you guys feel like you guys are with the group that you have for the rest of the remainder of the year?
No, everyone feels good. Everyone, like you were saying, we're hitting our peak right at the right time. Guys' confidence is good. Everybody's feeling good. Swag is at an all-time high, in my opinion. CA is on his way back. We're going to need him too. Like Mo said, everyone's feeling good, and it's the most important time of the year. So it's better now than never.
What do you feel has kind of turned or shifted to kind of get you guys back in that area?
I think from what I was saying before, I think everyone kind of understood what the situation was. Understood, this team won't be the same team. Whether that's front office, coaches, players. Something changes for every team every year. So, understanding that, we had expectations coming into this year. We had injuries, we had lapses, we've had a lot of things that kind of derailed us this year. But understanding, the fight isn't over. Continue to fight. It was a thing of everyone having to just look at themselves and see what they can do to help this team win. I think everyone did take on that challenge, and like I said, everyone's hitting their peak right at the right time. So I think it's a good thing for us.
Kind of on that point, you said that these 26 games would be some of the most important of your career. You've got 7 of them left before the postseason. You're going to be playing postseason basketball, but what do you want to see out of your group in the last couple weeks of the regular season before that?
Just continue to build on what we've been doing. Eliminate as many mental lapses as we can going into the postseason, because that's how you lose games in the postseason. It's mental lapses. Guys are overly locked in. Everyone is everything about every person. The sky report is very lengthy, so I think the mental, to continue to work on our mental in terms of being locked in, knowing plays, knowing our personnel, just continue to work on that. Just treat every game like a playoff game. Just making sure we watch a film and just prepared every night. Recovery, all the good stuff.
How much does the experience of actually going through the playoffs last year and maybe struggling in those last 2 weeks of the season, how much has that kind of prepared you guys for what you have to do to close the season and get ready?
I think it's a good thing. The fact that we've been through it a little bit. We've seen a little bit of the highs of it. Winning home games in the playoffs, losing on the road, understanding the importance of having home advantage. I think it all kind of plays a part in it. It helps us out. Mostly mentally than anything, just understanding, how little something as much as 1 or 2 games could change the way a season goes. So I think it was a good thing for us to all experience that. So we kind of got a little bit of a taste of it for sure.
Duke's back in the Final Four.
Yep. Yes, sir. Yes, we are. Yes, sir.
And the guys.
Yes, sir. I got us winning that thing, man, for sure. Got us winning it all. Cool playing at an all-time high. And that whole team is playing really well, from top to bottom, man. John Shire is doing a fantastic job of coaching those guys. I definitely got to win it all, for sure.
Thanks, Dale.
Yeah, appreciate y'all.
What's up?
As you guys look back at that last game, what did you like about what your group did well to secure that victory and really come out with a dominant home win?
Yeah, I thought we did a really good job on defense. Obviously, they're a really good offensive team, taking out threes and transition for the most part of the game, and I think that helped us on the offensive eye as well.
Coach Moses talked about wanting to play your best basketball this time of the year. How close do you feel like you guys are to accomplishing what you can with this group?
Yeah, I think we're going up a little bit for obviously the end of the season, but honestly, I haven't thought too much about what happens after the season. We need every game that we can get. the way the standings are. So it's another good challenge tonight.
What kind of flip switch, or what's kind of switched in the team's mentality during this run to kind of start putting those pieces together?
I don't know if anything switched. I think we found some confidence back. I think our defense has been a lot more consistent, and we got to keep doing it, keep building on it, and keep having the same urgency that we've been having.
What do you see out of this Clippers matchup tonight? Obviously, it's been a while since you played them earlier this season. Could have Kawhi back tonight. Just what do you kind of anticipate being a challenge with them?
Yeah, obviously, I play a lot of ISOs. Obviously, a lot of it is Harden and Leonard. Harden a lot in pick and roll as well. So I think it'll take all five to guard those guys. And then I think, other than that, I think they play very similar, to us, especially on defense, really physical, create a lot of turnovers, stuff like that. So we got to be ready for that.
Caleb's helped you guys quite a bit recently, but from the last game to when he first joined the rotation, like how have you seen him grow or change the way he's maybe asking for the ball?
Yeah, no, I really like his confidence. I think everybody on the team feels that every time he touches it close to the three, he should just shoot it. So, I think he's been really assertive, and especially on defense, I think he's one of those players who you don't have to tell too many times what to do. So, it's really easy to plug in with anybody out there, and obviously we really need that shooting.
You mentioned how important every game is the rest of the season. You guys have been through the playoffs before. You had the struggles kind of in the last 2 weeks of last season too. How important are those experiences to helping you guys kind of dial in and focus to finish the season off strong?
Yeah, it's really important. Obviously, you want to end the season on a good note, and like I said, obviously the standings. It's not like we're locked into a spot, so all these games really matter. So we can be at our best when it really matters.
Obviously, Jalen and Mo won't come back this year, but Cole is on his way back. When he rejoins you guys, what does he provide you guys? And now that this version of your Magic team will be back at full strength.
Yeah, obviously a lot of on-ball shot creation and just I think offensive creativity out there, which is something that we definitely need. And just another ball handler, I think is really important to have a lot of guys that make decisions with the ball, and that's going to be important for us. Thank you guys.